Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Let's see if a notification goes out. Wait for that. Doesn't look like it did, but hello everybody, how are you doing? Caleb, Kamal, welcome back. Marzel, Raymond Maras, thank you for joining, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Do me a little favor there. See if we can't get some hype going on for this stream. Malik, I was rushing home from the mall just to see this. Well, thank you, Raymond. Means the world. Spider Victor, how you doing? Harrison Coxon, welcome back. Levi, how you doing? Monkey, welcome. I'm not getting a notification. Did all you guys get notifications, or are you just waiting for it? Because I didn't get one. Alright, I sound good. Let's keep this muted. Where's the mute button? I was rushing home from the mall just to see this. Thank you, Raymond. Means the world. Turn you off for now. Good evening from California. Are Loki variants possibly in a time loop apocalyptic Earth? So I don't know exactly where they're being kept, but KT, my current theory is that Loki is the big bad, and that he sent them to the universe where he became the ruler. So the universe they are with the destroyed New York City was where he actually ended up taking over, winning the war in New York, and then from there he went on to become Lord Loki of the TVA. So we'll have to see. But yeah, some type of apocalyptic timeline. I won't say time loop, but a timeline where that Loki took over. I can't wait to see President Loki either, Corey, and thank you for joining. Gaming fan, how you doing? Welcome back. Pity woman, how are you doing? The Master Dude, how you doing? Chris, what drinks and snacks do you have tonight? I have my usual Mango Loco Monster. Also, hi Chris. I've got my Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I've got my water. And I got a Red Bull fridge behind me with coconut Red Bull and with regular Red Bull. I changed my profile for Spider-Man No Way Home. Very good, Alexander. That's all right. I'll miss the Lego Man, but that's all right. Chris, do I feel Loki will meet other Lokis? 100%. We're going to see President Loki tonight. A few of them from different areas and all of that. Hey, Jake, how you doing? Are Real Rejects joining the watch party? I am unaware. I know they tried to join last week, but there was a miscommunication. So maybe they'll try to join this week. I do not know. Hi, Chris. I don't know if you remember Andrea Jones, but I changed my name from that to this account. Okay, Marzel. I'll just call you Marzel, but I do remember your other account. Very good, Alexander. That's all right. I'll miss the Lego Man. Jake says, "Sup, brother? How are you doing tonight?" I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you all for joining. Do me a little favor, if you don't mind. Hit that like button. Still an echo? How is there an echo? I'm not hearing an echo. Oh, there is an echo. Interesting. Gone. Echo's gone. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Will Wolverine return in another universe? I mean, eventually. I don't know how they plan on getting him, but thank you for letting me know about the echo, Jake. I fixed it. If I do not see a race car driver variant of Mobius, big sad. Sadly, I can't watch the episode because my phone malfunctioned on Sunday morning, and I got it back and fixed yesterday evening, but I forgot my Disney Plus password and the email for the account. Oh no, Ben, I hope you can figure that out. Sounds of Nature here for the watch party. I'm the one who asked if you'd beat up Spider-Man. Ha ha ha. I would not beat up Spider-Man. If Kang shows up, will you run outside the house? I'd probably get pretty excited. I don't know if I'd run outside the house. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of stairs. The Lego guy is here. Hello, the Lego guy. How are you doing? How long do I think Marvel's What If will run for? I actually don't know. I think I've heard there were 6 to 8 episodes. Madison, welcome to the stream. Joshi, how you doing? President Loki, very excited. I do believe we will be getting President Loki tonight. Oh, and I saw that typo on Spider-Man No Way How. I didn't even see it, so that's okay. Hugh Jackman could return if you think. What's your opinion on it? I think Hugh Jackman will end up getting roped into some type of cameo appearance. Holy crap, a lot of energy drinks. I mixed Monster with Red Bull and didn't sleep for 3 days. Some years after that, I took a GNC pre-workout and none of that works on me anymore. Yeah, I've drank energy drinks for years and years. So guys, fun fact about me that you guys don't know, I'm a diagnosed insomniac. I sleep about 2 hours a night. And so I drink a lot of energy drinks and have for years and years and years, but they don't even do anything for me anymore. Who's your fan cast for the MCU Wolverine? You know, I've thought about it a lot, but I've also not actually come up with somebody who I think I would like to see do it. I don't really know. What will happen to Hunter B-15? She might join with the Lokis and try to help figure it out. I used to like Bang Energy Raymond. They don't last very long. So they're good for like the first sip, and then after that they're kind of flat. Do you think there's a secret Spider-Man 4 project? I've heard that there is a Spider-Man 4 project currently underway, and that it's actually going to focus on Tobey Maguire. That's what I've heard. Apologize for that loud noise. But I don't know if that's accurate. Will Miss Minutes appear again? So, Meg, there's actually a theory that Miss Minutes is the big bad. So, potentially. I actually just heard Warren. I believe he will be going live here in a second. What is an insomniac exactly? It's somebody with a great difficulty of falling asleep. Generally because their mind wanders and runs. They have a hard time shutting down their body and losing their adrenaline. You think they will show Big Bad this episode? No, I do not. There you go, guys. Warren is live. If you'd like to go watch him now, just make sure you like the video before you get it. You're a diagnosed insomniac as well, Madison? Well, there you go. I've been a little bit of a trouble since 6 years old. So my mom had to deal with a lot of it. What are my thoughts about the Taskmaster reveal? If for some reason you know who it is, Dev, just do us a favor and don't let anybody know. Has not released in America yet. I wasn't expecting it. It was a big surprise. Those are my spoiler-free thoughts of the Taskmaster reveal. Is Lady Loki going to kiss our Loki? I don't know. So I think the idea behind a Loki liking a Loki is that the reality of it is that all Lokis look at other Lokis as inferior. So the fact that he likes her just as a person or as a friend is enough to cause a Nexus event. So they don't necessarily have to like each other romantically. I don't think they won't. But pretty cool. Can it be cured or worked around it? There's medicine and stuff you can take. I've tried a lot of it. It doesn't really do anything for me, but there's not really a cure for it, no. How will Wong even be a match for Abomination? You know, I have no clue, but from what we saw in the trailer, he really wasn't. He was getting beat up. I'm going to see Black Widow with my mom sometime in the recent week. Well, I hope you enjoy it. So, Taskmaster wasn't Tony Masters. Apart from what I already said about Taskmaster, I'm actually not going to comment on it, guys. There's a lot of people who just want to see it organically, and it's not fair to do that in the live party. Who do you think would win, Abomination or Wong? I would probably say Abomination, but Wong's talented, and in the MCU, who knows? Who's been messing up the timeline? It was Kang all along. Hey, Q-Wise. Hey, Chris. Super excited to see Black Widow on Thursday. You should be. You should be. I can't believe that tomorrow in Australia, the original project of Kick-Off Phase 4 will be in cinemas. Exactly. It's about time. How long till it premiere? I'm going to say about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Always comes out a little early, but you guys always do a good job of letting me know. So I'm just expecting you guys to tell me. And then we'll get it started. And if you're going to watch along, you're going to have the ability to watch it with me. Let me pull up a top watch real quick. Stop watch. There we go. Spelled it wrong, but that doesn't matter. Is the post-credit for Black Widow really mind-blowing? It connects to things we already know in the MCU. So if you're deep into it and you really care about all of the, details, yeah, it's pretty cool. Could 2014 Thanos come back the new Avengers to face? I don't think we'll be seeing Thanos again, except for maybe in the Eternals, but not as a threat. I'm going to buy my sister a birthday gift tomorrow and go to the zoo, and Friday I'm going to Cedar Point. Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. I've never been to Cedar Point. Been to a ton of theme parks, but never been to Cedar Point. Theaters won't open in India. I'm super sorry to hear that. No, that sucks. I'm watching Black Widow on my birthday, which is also the Loki finale. Oh, there you go. Will Ravonna confess? I don't know. We'll have to see how much Ravonna's been brainwashed versus how much she actually knows. I fall asleep at the wheel at times, mostly when I'm stressed or something like that. I'm also a meth child, so I have a learning disability. Hey, well, nothing can hold anybody back, man. That's hard to hear about your struggles, but stay safe mostly, yeah? Somebody's going to be revealed, but I don't think it will be Kang. I don't think it's going to be Kang. I don't think it won't be Kang. I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, surprised it's Kang. Warren's doubled down on he thinks it's Kang. I've doubled down on I think it's going to be Loki. Could Kang the Conqueror come for Morgan? Possibly. If you had to compare Black Widow to another MCU, which one would it be? Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I heard Shang-Chi can clone himself on Google, but it would like to know who you think will win, Shang-Chi versus Batman. If Shang-Chi has all the rings, probably Shang-Chi. But in hand-to-hand combat, that's a tough one. If it was just hand-to-hand fighting, no rings or special powers, that'd be a tough one because Bruce Wayne is a very talented martial artist. Do you think Kang the Conqueror could come back? There we go. We're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. How many end credits does Black Widow have? Just the one. That was Warren. It was just Warren. He's on with the real rejects over on his stream, so he's just being loud. So the Hugh Jackman story is simply he posted one of Boss Logic's works of art about Wolverine on his Instagram, and then the next day he posted a picture of him with Kevin Feige. So people are thinking they're talking and something's going on. Technically, yes, it's going to connect with Infinity War Monkey, but not directly. Not up yet. Where do I think Loki goes when the TVA ends? I think it's possible that if Loki doesn't die, he takes the place of the big bad of the current timeline. That's what I think is a possibility. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. But that's my thoughts, maybe. I am 25 years old, Emerald. Do you think Hawkeye series could have a Black Widow funeral scene? Maybe. The whole idea that Hawkeye series is passing on the torch. I don't know how much of the past it's going to focus on, but maybe we'll get to see some flashbacks. And no, we do not have a date for the Hawkeye series yet. Do you think when Loki was referring to "Be Free My Horn Friends" in Pompeii episode, it was foreshadowing the episode 5 where he would actually free all of his variants? Potentially. I don't know. I think it was just a funny scene, and I actually think Tom Hiddleston just had freedom to goof off around there. I want to see a flashback scene of Logan and Steve Rogers in World War II. You think Kang is being held in prison somewhere by whoever runs TVA to make Ravonna do what he wants? I don't believe so. The real rejects are with Warren because they're good friends. Is it true Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr. are done playing their characters in the MCU? According to them, yes. That doesn't mean somebody can't come back or won't come back, but according to them, yes. Do you think the leader will be in She-Hulk? Maybe they'll tease the leader. I don't know if he'll be in it. Is it possible there's a multiverse combination of Rhino and Scorpion? Because if so, that would be cool villain for Spider-Man to fight. I don't think that's going to be the direction of the MCU. Thanos may return in Nova movie. It's possible we'll see Thanos again as a flashback. I don't think he's ever going to come back as a main villain or character. If Hugh Jackman makes a cameo in Doctor Strange 2, that would be insane. Or in Deadpool 3. I would love to see him in Deadpool 3. Yeah, I'm still a little bit unsure if Kang is going to appear in Loki. A Hulk versus Wolverine movie would be sick. I agree, but I don't think we'll get it. Mark Ruffalo actually recently snapped away. How you doing? Mark Ruffalo recently, well, I guess almost a year ago now, was on the Conan show maybe, and he was saying that he was pitching that to Kevin Feige, trying to get that to happen. So, who knows? You hear about Robert Downey Jr. not following any of his friends from Marvel on Instagram or something? I haven't heard about that. I don't really like to get involved with all the gossip and all that stuff. How we doing, Snapped Away? You good tonight? Do you think the Young Avengers will be like We Can Be Heroes? No, I think they'd be more like Castaway. We are Castaway. We'll see. Hello, Abdul. How you doing? Who do you think would win, Professor Hulk or She-Hulk or Abomination? Probably She-Hulk. Out of the three, Professor Hulk wouldn't win. He was pretty pathetic. I think they're doing a Spider-Verse mainly for the Sony movie at this point. Well, if you think about it, this Loki movie is essentially the Spider-Man movie. Right? Like, if you really think about it, it's all these different Lokis. If these Lokis had movies before... Deadpool versus Hulk versus Wolverine. Now, that would be a movie I'd pay big money to go see. Kumar. Young Avengers should be a Disney Plus series. Oh, by the way, I saw your music video and it was pretty dope, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is Marvel Studios going to show up at San Diego Comic-Con this year? I don't even know if they're doing San Diego Comic-Con this year, so no clue. At what time will Black Widow release? Depends where you are. All I have for snacks today is a Mountain Dew, Baja Blast Zero, and a water Snapped Away. That's all I got this time. Will I do a spoiler review after Black Widow releases? Of course I will, Master. Is it possibly true that Doctor Strange 2 villain was changed from Nightmare to the Elder God Shuma Gorath? Actually, I've heard it could be Shuma Gorath, so yeah, 100% possible. Do you think Mobius will ride a jet ski? I feel like at this point, if he doesn't, Marvel messed up. Could Marvel make a Battle World movie about a lot of characters fight each other? That might be where we're headed, you know? Depending on what happens in these next few projects of the MCU, 100% possible. I don't think we'll see Deadpool in the next Avengers, but I think the next Deadpool movie is going to be super fun as he intertwines. The MCU might be screwed up. Thanos left his timeline, so therefore that timeline has no Thanos, so messing up Infinity War. Anything is possible with time travel. D23 next year will be absolutely insane, I'm sure. Absolutely correct. Let's look up and see if we're ready for this show. Not yet. Waiting on episode 5 still. The Flash is going to change the future of DC, either for the good or for the bad. Where do I think Loki goes when the TVA ends? I think it's a possibility that he ends up being the timekeeper. You know, maybe he takes the place, or I think it's possible he might die. Why do people think the Spider-Verse is happening in No Way Home, and is there anything on Into the Spider-Verse 2? No news. They have started it. It is happening. Imagine the villain of Doctor Strange 2's Nightmare and Shuma Gorath. Honestly, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to be crazy. If he doesn't ride the jet ski, it's another Ralph Boner. It's definitely another letdown, so I guess you could call it a Ralph Boner. Do you think Odin will return anytime in any way in the MCU? Pretty sure that character's probably done. When do I think we'll get a Morbius 2 trailer? Looks like they're still juggling the release date on Morbius, I apologize. It might be a while. Chris, when do you think we will get I just read that one. Chris, will you do order to watch Phase 4 and rest of Phase 1, 2, and 3? I can do. I haven't thought about it, but I can do for sure. At the moment, they've come out pretty chronologically. Are you going to watch the new Batman movie next year? Of course I'm going to. I'm super excited for the next Batman movie. And even if I wasn't, I would watch it. It's Batman. If the Flash fought Quicksilver, who would win? It'll be a tie. I don't know. Who do you think might appear in the new Avengers? Ooh, well, they're setting that up now. But it really depends what direction we go with these timelines. It might be a while before we even get to an Avengers movie. He might die, but at the same time, Tom Hiddleston is pretty excited to continue on, he said. So we'll see. Do I think Morbius will be set in the MCU? No. No. Snapped away. It's out now. See you soon, Chris. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your hats. Let's get this going. Let's party like it's hot. Party like it's hot. Journey into a new mystery, 49 minutes long, ladies and gentlemen. Give you a couple seconds, and then we're going to get this show on the road. All right, here we go. I'm in. Ready for that awesome Marvel intro. The recap is currently on. We're in, guys. We're in. Who's watching along? Let me know. Let me know. Prune him. He's been pruned. Your variants. 2 castaways. Let's go. Game time. We're in. Picking up right where the post-credit scene happened. Come with us. All right. Give me that Marvel intro. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba 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 ba. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for joining, dude. I love the Marvel intro. Gets you hyped. All right, we're back at the TVA in a weird upside down shot that I don't like. Spin the camera. Let's go. I don't like being upside down. Whew. Not a fan of this. Big, twisty, spinny things. I wonder if the TVA knows that the timekeepers are all dead. Or robots are dead. Probably not. Thank you, Madison, for joining along. I'm sure Loki has bigger fish to fry than the Frost Giants at the moment. No news about Adam Warlock up to this point. But anytime there is, I'm sure the update will be on the channel or on my Twitter. Alright, so there's the chop. I'm hating the spinny camera work. Not a fan. Alright, back to the apocalyptic world. Here's for making glorious music sounds for us. Thank you, Jake, for the super chat. Appreciate it, buddy. Always supporting. Means the world. Very long intro into the freaking show here. Let's go. What is this place? Who are we? Who are you? This is the void. They're in the void. Ooh, interesting. Opening theme music. The episode was called I Didn't See and I Can't Leave Now. Journey something journey. I missed it. I apologize. Somebody let me know. Literally cracked my neck, Madison. Yeah, no, it's I wasn't a fan of the big 3 minutes of spinning. Give me a temp pad. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Oh, she figured it out. Called the Void. Interesting. Stops. Nothing ever comes back from the void. What are you calling Jake? She's trusting her? What kind of craziness is that? Loki doesn't trust anybody. Loki should always have a plan. Plus an alligator. Oh. Goliath. Nice. Overly sensitive like the rest of us. Trying to absorb the information, guys. He's got one. He's got a temp pad. Needs to survive. You do well to respect the boy. Oh, the boy's the king. He killed Thor. Oh! The boy killed Thor. The Loki magic. Hey TV trailer, sorry, you got in here right as the episode started. That's why TV. I apologize. How you doing? Did I attend Culture Catch Up? Of course I attended Culture Catch Up. I run Culture Catch Up. I'm the host. But welcome and thank you for joining. I apologize. Yeah, right? Did you leave your glorious purpose there? This is fun. I like the Loki dynamic. It's kind of like a taste of what Spider-Man No Way Home might be like. I didn't see it. Honey Shark, how you doing? Hmm. Oh, something weird's going on. Stalling. I'm surprised she fell for it so easily. I hate Renslayer more every episode, guys. Good night, Rodin. She's gonna prune herself. She has the temp pad. What if she prunes herself with the temp pad? There, she pruned herself. Call the boys. She has the temp pad. Look. Yeah, she's talking about Loki. Mm-hmm. He ran away. He faked his death. I'm sure they have all sorts of trinkets. Oh no. TVA arrived. God of Outcasts. To the God of Outcasts. He's got a high C. He's different. It dies. Let's go. They're not going to help him. Nah. Loki is Loki is Loki is Loki. Oh, look at them all. Holy cow, so many Lokis. We'll have to see, Jake. We'll have to see. That is accurate. Our Loki is one determined Loki, isn't he? He's always coming up with a plan. The other Lokis will join. Perhaps they all get out and they run a Loki army. She was turned into a bus. We're the Goliath. You better run. It kind of feels like Stranger Things, like the Upside Down. What was that ability? That was interesting. Who's coming to pick her up? Alligator Loki driving a car? That'd be cool. Pizza car. It's Mobius! Mobius! Let's go! What if he rolled up on a jet ski to save her? What's wrong with them? Why didn't he roll up? Oh, I'm so upset about that. Hmm. Hmm. This is a bunch of Loki politics. How boring is that? Alligator Loki. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, what is going on? This is just insanity. This is like the Suicide Squad, but just with Lokis. Loki's gonna try to take them all. I want Kid Loki to escape and become part of the Young Avengers. Kid Loki's in. And so is classic Loki. But that's as far as we'll go. Mobius. I love Mobius. Oh, poor Mobius. She wants to fight it too. Oh no, her and Loki trying to fight the stuff everybody else doesn't want to fight. I'm telling you guys, huge opportunity missed. Why didn't he show up on a freaking jet ski? Jet skis for days, Bondoc. What's he got? A drone? Somebody just pruned an entire timeline. No, fire! Oh no. That is one intense cloud, guys. It is released. We are 24 minutes and 25 seconds into it right now, Sasha. It's Mobius. Mobius and Sylvie. Mobius and Sylvie. Mobius is alive. Sounds like a terrible way to die, Madison. Mobius. Loki's so happy. Us. Us as an alligator. What's your plan? Yeah, TV trailers. I'm so happy Mobius is alive. She's gonna enchant it. That's her plan. Ooh. She's pretty confident. Oh no. It's a cool episode, guys. And it's gonna leave us on a gigantic cliffhanger, and I'm not excited for it. Leave us. Leave us be. Where are you, B-15? I wish to beat you up. Uh-oh. Wait, are we gonna figure it out? Are we gonna figure it out? Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. No, it's B-15. Come on! Maybe she's the main head. No, she can't be. It's all the best character we love together finally in one shot. It's just so much happening, Jake, and it's awesome. I'm so hyped for the 6th episode. I just want it to happen, though. Like... Awesome. We're watching it right now. I haven't finished it yet. You'll never find it. Not before she does. Prune B-15 so she can join the team. She doesn't know. So she can't be banging Kang because it's not Kang. Not that it's not Kang, but she doesn't know who it is, you know? She clearly doesn't know who it is. He's green. I said it, dude. I've said it and I stuck with it, Jake. So if it ends up being Loki, I stuck with it. I doubled down. I said, you know what? Everybody's saying Kang. I'm gonna say Loki. I think all this time variant stuff, Kang's been in hiding. And when it's broken down, then he takes his power. And I care about you, Sylvie. Make a child Loki. If two Lokis have a kid, would it be a Loki? Oh, he made the little jacket. Thank you, Madison. I try not to jump ship. I try to form an opinion and stick with it as long as possible. Sometimes it's hard, though, because they get shut down, and it's like, okay, now what? But this one has just been surviving, so I'm just going to stick with it. Yeah, I agree. Oh, yeah, rubbish. Another TVA lie. Friends. Revenge. Oh, I've shipped it forever ago. I shipped it in the second episode. Third, maybe. The third episode. Oh, he's made a bigger blanket. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. She's gonna change it. Oh, she said thank you. That's so cute. Just go with it, Madison. Let it happen. Let it happen. It's fantastic. Loki deserves love. You sure? What an awesome moment, guys. We're gods. Incest doesn't exist for gods anyway. Loki's doing a great job, Alexander. He's flirting like a boss. Extending the blanket. Super champion. Ignore it, Madison. Ignore it. It's fantastic. I'm super happy for him. Something terrible's gonna happen. One of them's gonna die. Those dodo birds? I don't even know what that is. Some weird bird type. Uh-oh. You'll get there, Madison. Don't worry. It's not really incest. They're gods. They're beyond all of us. Well. Oh. That's what she did earlier. Interessante. She's super smart. Take the Loki sword. Love it. Love it. Love it. Just dipping. Burn it to the ground. It's already started. We're 37 minutes and 20 seconds in. I'm so confused as to what exactly is happening. So he's just dipping. Bromance. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Are they going to turn around and help? Oh no, what's happening? He's gonna be the distraction. Is Loki gonna die, guys? Run, Loki, run! Hey, come and get me. Oh, she's getting in. Oh, not enough distraction. Alligator Loki is gonna come flying through the air. Sylvie's dead just like that? No way. What is happening? Oh, there's the branch. Oh. Classic Loki's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. He just built all of Asgard. I've said that since episode 1. Stronger than they realize. Go, 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 go. That's not how it works. You're capable of enchanting it, but you don't know how. Psych. Fun episode, guys. Super fun episode. There goes. We lost the Loki, ladies and gentlemen. They're in. Are we gonna get the reveal? 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 Hola, ¿cómo estás, Douglas? Bienvenido al stream. Gracias por juntarse con nosotros. Alright, what's going on? Are we gonna get a reveal? Yeah, Jake, that's super sad. And it's Professor X the whole time, and that's X-Man Mansion. Xavier School for Gifted Time Travelers. It looks like the Quantum Realm behind it. It does look like the Quantum Realm behind it. Did we get a post-credit scene? We did not get a post-credit scene. Unfortunately. Alrighty, well. That was crazy. That was crazy. Let me set some stuff up for the after party show, guys. Just bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves while I figure some stuff out. Because I gotta manipulate some things. Can you hear me? Let's see how that sounds real quick. Testing mic, testing mic. let's see how that sounds real quick. Okay, cool. I got a new mic. No, it wasn't actually the X-Mansion. I was just making a joke. And sorry for the delay. I had an issue with my computer today where something broke, so I had to unfortunately try to fix it. But maximize this. Wait for El Warno to join us up in here. Let me pull the stream back up. Okay, guys, we're back. We're good to go. Let's do a quick little chat with you guys. Let's see what's going on. Okay, brew, cliffhangers, do it.
I did it.
Hey, it's El Warno. Can you hear me good? Let me make you the big one on the screen. There we go.
Oh man, that is definitely the best episode so far.
You think?
They always gotta kill the freaking OG though.
It's super sad. Out of all of them, that was.
Dude, I was literally
super
like,
cool though.
Oh, I don't think it would. There we go. Talk.
Hello, everybody at the Warren
There
stream.
we go.
That was a fun episode. I had fun watching that episode.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I was like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
During that whole scene, I was straight like an anime girl. Like,
Yeah, right?
it was so cute.
Super dude, thanks for the super chat. That's what I was thinking. I was looking at that castle and I was looking at the sky. I was thinking, yeah, maybe it could be Quantum City.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
That was my first impression. Actually, my real first impression was the bad guy's Professor X, and it's the X Mansion for School for Gifted Young. That was my honest first thought. Was like, oh, it's Professor X. Imagine.
I think I would.
It's just okay.
They just throw it in there.
It's just like okay.
Alrighty then.
Oh man. Still no big reveal or even a little reveal or anything. No post credit.
I'm really like. I don't think we're gonna see Kang. I think he's behind it, but I don't think we're gonna see him.
So you doubled down on Kang, and I've doubled down on it's Loki.
So, it's Loki.
Oh, I doubled down on that a while ago.
I definitely think that has its merits, obviously.
Oh, I'm the same way, and I've said that in almost every video I've done or statement I've made about it. I said Warren thinks it's Kang, I think it's Loki, but quite frankly, like there is enough evidence that I would believe Kang. I wouldn't be surprised or disappointed if it was Kang. I'm gonna double down on Loki just to. That's where I'm headed. I don't know. That's what I'm going with.
MK Gaming by Munish, thanks for that.
Oh, we had the same thumbnail.
Super chat. Chronopolis, that's the quantum realm. I mean, I want to say yes. Ismail Montoya, thanks for super chat. What's behind the portal? Chronopolis. So the only thing is that it doesn't seem like a city. It seems like a castle.
Hi, Alley Cat.
Yeah. It seems like a stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it is the Quantum City. Definitely the sky looks like it could be, but it also looks like they could be just in the middle of space because, time, that's the end of time, right? It's like technically like there's something beyond the void, which is like as far as time goes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And that was the whole, like, it was the one thing I thought when it was all talked about that, and we did finally see her, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name, the judge. Please help.
Renslayer.
Yeah, Renslayer. Doesn't know who it is. So she's not Kang's lover at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe her. Maybe, I guess.
I mean, she was alone.
Yeah, I guess. Taylor Hendricks, thanks for the super chat. Love this episode. Alligator Loki especially. But what are the actual chances?
Jake, thank you for the super chat as well. The mansion is on the rock floating in space with the ring around it from the trailer. I'll have to take a look at it. Maybe you drop in the Discord for me.
I feel that's what's going to happen. I feel like they're gonna like kiss and have a really nice touch.
Something's gonna happen.
And then but then they'll part ways.
Do you think? Well, that was my question. Now, do you think both of them make it out of here alive?
I think both make it out. I'm gonna legitimately cry if Sylvie dies.
Well, I think maybe Loki dies, and then Sylvie becomes Loki moving forward in Battle Wars when that all ends up happening, and that's how Loki reconnects, and Loki's out for a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. Trevzal, thanks for another super chat. Always coming in clutch each week. He just said something that I'm gonna have to screenshot on my phone.
Oh, it's gonna take an eternity to dig through all the
Kang
Easter
spelled
emails.
out Kang, Qeng, on Avengers Tower at 3 minutes in. And Kevin HDZ, yeah, freaking the Thanos copter, man. Did you catch that, Chris?
I did see the Thanos copter. Somebody
The
said that
Thanos copter.
oh, I can't remember the name of the hammer, but can't remember the name of the
Mjolnir.
character. No, not Mjolnir, the other one. That
Rock.
yeah, was in it in the background as well. There's gonna be so many Easter eggs in
No,
that
he
scene.
wasn't in the background. It's like when they were shifting from above ground to underground.
Uh-huh.
The camera was doing that. They showed him there. He was
Yeah.
trying to grab Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Which he was in a bottle, which is funny.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. How to join my Discord?
How do I go back?
There's the links. I need to get all my links in a place so I don't have to go and find them every time.
Yeah, Chris, come on.
I'm not organized, ladies and gentlemen. Just accept it.
I'm not either. Okay, to me that really does look like it could be in the quantum realm, and it doesn't look like how I thought it would look. It threw me a little off. There's definitely some huge castle, but the inside could look completely different. Who knows, right?
Well, yeah, it's a scene, right?
We've seen what the TVA, whoever has created the TVA, has created, right? They have created the TVA. Clearly, they can kind of do whatever they like.
Yeah, they can change whatever they need to, however they need to.
Yeah, so inside's probably a lot different, and that's probably just the outside appearance. But I think it's Kang, or I think it's Loki. I've seen a few people say Doom. Yeah, I mean, doesn't it look like Doom Castle? I mean, I just can't imagine if they would throw him in so soon, and I can't imagine it would be Doom.
I just don't see how it could be Doom, but I guess it's God Emperor Doom from Battleworld.
I guess
that could be the connection. But I think it's just it would be so crazy for them to just drop Doom just like that.
Too soon.
Unless and we're not getting Fantastic Four anytime soon. Like we're not.
Yeah.
So it's just it's too much too early, I think.
Doom would be too much. Yeah.
I would love to see it.
I wouldn't, not now.
Well, no, like I would love to see Doom.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't fit into the story of what's going. It would just be so much so quickly. The only big reveal for the future of the MCU that makes sense at all would be Kang.
Yeah. Zayda Richardson, thanks for the super chat. These Disney Plus shows always show the villain was here all along, aka Agatha. It's looking more like the Loki variant or Renslayer since there's only one episode left.
I am very upset about one thing very important in this episode that needs to be discussed right now. A huge missed opportunity. Why did Mobius not go and rescue Sylvie on a jet ski?
Because there's no water.
There could have been. They made the set. Yeah. Imagine he comes rolling in. She's running next to an ocean or a lake, and he comes rolling in on a jet ski. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
And then she goes, "Wow." she says it.
No, he sees a cloud, and then he goes, "Wow, get on." Wow. Just saying.
Jonathan,
huge missed opportunity.
Right? I think we're gonna get it though. Jonathan
I hope so.
Granados, remember in Loki previews there was a scene of Loki and destroyed castle that looked like Asgard. It doesn't happen. I think it's the original Loki. Yeah, I'm thinking it's so here's what I think could happen. I think, man, if it's not Kang, it's Loki. I don't.
Those are the options for me.
I think those are my options. I think if it's not Kang, it's Loki. Here's my deal. Kang's confirmed for the future, right? Jonathan Majors is playing Kang. He's coming in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium, and you know what? Maybe Chronopolis is in the quantum realm, and that was the city that we saw. But maybe that's just a completely different thing. Maybe the TVA isn't in the quantum realm.
Yeah, it could be its own thing.
And this is just literally a different outside of space and time type of thing.
Yeah. And that's just waiting for the Fantastic Four later on. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ismail Montoya, where did Mobius go? He went back to the TVA headquarters. So his last words, well, one of his last words were, he's going to burn it to the ground. So he stole Loki's words. Oh my gosh, I loved that scene when they said goodbye.
Oh, man.
Because he put out his hand, I was like, hug him, Loki. And he hugs him, and he calls him his friend, and he says, you're my favorite.
Loki's actually changed.
Loki's legitimately changed. Which is interesting because I was wondering how they were going to do that, like, because the Loki that changed that we saw went through all these things, and I'm like, well, this Loki is the Loki that just tried to take over, New York and rule the Earth, and I was like, he's gonna have to go through a lot to really change, and he has.
Mm-hmm.
And he has.
He's crazy couple days, like he said.
Yeah.
One sec. I got a super chat from Jabber27. Says, sending love your way doesn't seem like you get as much love as Warren. Aww. Thank you, Jabber.
I love Chris very much.
Warren loves me all the way.
I love all the way. Everybody show love to Chris at
Thank
Cosmic
you.
Culture.
Thank you,
if
Jabber.
you can, open up another tab or leave my tab and go to Cosmic Culture and
that's too
subscribe
nice,
to
guys.
him
That's too
and
nice.
spam his chat. It's not too nice. Do it. I'll show you all how to do it right now. Everybody go do it. You pull up a tab. You go to YouTube.com.
Oh, man. You go to YouTube.com.
Watch all my K-pop pop up.
Warren watches a ton of K-pop, guys. I can confirm.
You go to Cosmic Culture. You click on the watch party. No, I don't want to add Chris. Nobody do it. And then you go watch Chris and me on there.
As well. Watch us.
And you spam the chat.
It's alternate reality, Warren.
Bam.
I'm alternate reality.
Bam, I did.
Spam. Augie, thanks for joining, man. Oh, man. Y'all are the best. Thank you, Jake.
Did you catch the Fallen Avengers Tower? That's something written.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
Apparently, what it said on the side was QENG.
Yeah, I actually saw it.
Like Kang, right? Like a weird Kang. Who knows about that? So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to go through this and like dissect the thing.
Thanks for the love, everybody. I appreciate y'all all coming over.
I think
super awesome,
the
guys.
Villain is Loki and Sylvia's kid, Kane. Are you trying to say Kang? Because I don't think I know a Kane. Alioth guards Kang's kingdom in the comics. Shane Martin Veto. Yeah,
thank you for the people subscribing as well. You should get a little notification pop up on the stream when you do, so I appreciate it.
Limbo. I always forget the name of that dimension.
2 windows open.
What happened?
Nah, I'm just reading. I'm like in and out of muting myself so I don't disrupt you as well. So we have a final episode coming up, Warren. Personally, I don't feel like it's enough time. But, I mean, they always do a decent job of wrapping up. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was wrapped up pretty well. I think WandaVision was wrapped up very well. But we have one episode left, a huge reveal of whoever this big bad is, and then how everything ends.
Wow.
Wow. And if it does not end in a post-credit with that happening, wow, I'll be very upset. But how, realizing we haven't seen the end so far, how does this make you feel for the future of Disney Plus shows? We have Hawkeye coming, we have She-Hulk. This is a really, really cool series.
It's by far the best to me. Look, this show is the best to me. I couldn't really decide between WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Because they were very different. I felt like neither of them. Like I felt like, I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't decide. But this one to me is a clear winner. Like this series.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Even that last scene where classic Loki creates the illusion of freaking.
That was epic.
I was losing my mind. I was like, wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Well, and I love the response too. It's like, how is he doing that? And it's just like, I think we're stronger than we think, and it's 100%
yeah,
true. You know, these Loki
right.
characters and Loki, even just Loki from the Avengers, was his potential was just never met because his whole ideology of what he should be was so clouded by his own arrogance that he never really
Yeah,
did become who he was. And that's something that classic Loki got through because he did realize there's more than glorious purpose. He said it multiple times, like scoffing with glorious purpose. He got past that, so
yeah,
he
the
did reach
undergrad.
his full potential. So that was super cool to see.
It was cool to see, and yeah, get that
I'm
camera all
working on
straightened
it.
out.
It's the
And
crap one.
Triv saying, what do you think the weed budget was for this episode? No way they wrote that stuff without being in the synopsis, right? Yeah, at least like 10 grand, right? There's like one person on set
Skylight, I
that's
love the
like
episode. Kyle, thank you
required
for
to always bring
joining.
like weed to the
Deadpool would be
to the
awesome. My
thing.
favorite character of all times.
That's funny. Thanks for that super chat.
Um,
Monster
Loki is a clear winner. I
JS26.
agree. I agree with
Oh
you.
wait, so King Loki
Super,
has yet
super
to be
winner.
seen. Is he really behind this? I don't think they would show that in the trailer. It's either Kang or King Loki behind it. Yeah, that's what I think. Here's the deal: is there's a lot
Yeah,
of connections to Kang,
Warren thinks it's Kang. I think it's
Goliath,
Loki. We're gonna have to wait
the
till
limbo
next week to see who it
dimension,
actually ends up being.
um,
It's gonna be interesting.
Ravonna Renslayer. Like, there's just the whole time aspect. Like, there's so many things connecting it to Kang. I would be shocked if it
Battery
wasn't Kang.
exhausted. No.
Uh-oh. Matthew King, what is going on? My guy, what do you think? What is that city they showed us at the end? A lot of people said it looked like Doom Castle. I'm gonna agree. It definitely looked like Doom Castle. Don't think it's Doom Castle. I think it's either a castle where we'll call him King Loki resides, or it's Chronopolis. It's Kang. Lone Wolf, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. So at 18:13, we'll still be slightly in Chancel. Goliath, you paused and not seem to see the front of the castle with 2 hourglasses at the entrance. If that's true, then that's Kang.
What was it? I missed it. Sorry.
1813. Wait, 1813.
In the movie, in the show.
Oh, right. Because she sees. Because she like touches it. Yeah. It's not quite 1813. Oh no, maybe it is my thing kind of. Yeah. So that kind of does. There are 2. Yeah, there are hourglasses in front of it. Ooh. Ooh. And then you get, dang it, and when it
It's a
goes
hard
to one of
pause.
the
It's so fast.
yeah, it gets to one of the towers, and then yeah, that's interesting. Thanks for that. Infinity Shades, thanks for that awesome super chat. The castle at the end kind of looked like the Hydra base at the start of the Avengers Age of Ultron. Also, I think Mjolnir that we will see come to our Loki final moment, showing the Loki's worthy. Yeah, how sweet would that be? Because I think our Loki is becoming.
You know,
Sandmaster artwork. Are we not going to talk about the giant statue head of Living Tribunal when they are about to fight that smoke thing? You know, I was trying to number. It looked like there was more than 3 though. You know, was there?
Oh,
Was
the
there more than
faces.
3?
I
Yeah,
couldn't
was it
make it
3
out.
of the Living Tribunal, or was it? Um, I'll have to look at that. Eric Morgan, longtime listener, first time caller. Am I late? Did we already cover the Thanos copter? Yeah, how cool is that, right? Like, to
Mm-hmm.
take something from the comics and freaking
People have been. It's
Thanos
a meme too.
copter.
People have been talking about it since Thanos.
I'm
You know.
I'm surprised we didn't see Squirrel Girl in there, right?
I mean, she might be there somewhere.
there's something. Well, that's classic Thanos copter. Yeah, thanks, Eric Morgan, for that super
It's,
chat. Yeah, isn't that super cool?
Jake says, "Is no one gonna bring up how shady Miss Minutes was the whole episode? She knows all. Miss Minutes
Yeah,
is up to something. Maybe she's the bad person.
maybe.
I mean,
Um,
I wouldn't be surprised if like Miss Minutes is controlled by whoever's in
It's
charge.
right, exactly. I don't think it's a living being. Isaiah Richardson Jr., another super chat. Thank you. Classic Loki gave us a spoiler. He said he created a duplicate of himself so real that Thanos nor Thor knew it. Our main Loki may still be alive. Yeah, and maybe that Loki has kind of started to realize some of his potential. Jonathan Granados, sorry. Season 2 confirmed. Have to be a story they can continue, not big villain every season. Loki makes sense because that's how season 1 ended. And they continue Loki's story season 2. Yeah. I mean, I can't really argue with the theory that it's Loki behind it, right? And it would be a Loki thing to freaking do, right?
Wouldn't
So
it?
I mean, it'd be a super Loki thing to do. So yeah, Bradley Jones, thank you for that super chat. Kang made Sacred Timeline waited to strike. That's why Tony, Steve, Thanos, and Loki are all gone, as they could pose a threat to him. Steve is. Yeah, I mean that could totally be an option as well, right? I mean, it could be really good. Alexa, what's up? Every week coming in clutch. I'm enjoying these watch parties. Me too. Great job. Oh, thank you. Can it be that TVA Renslayer is a variant of the Kang's lover? That's why she doesn't have a memory, I think, is Kang, but we only get a hint of him. So that's what I'm kind of thinking too. I'm kind of thinking that I don't think we're gonna really like see Kang. Well, I don't know, because here's the deal. They're gonna go into that castle.
Oh, that's where we're gonna go pick right up next episode.
They're gonna get in that castle, and there's somebody at the top of that castle, and they're gonna confront that person. Is it a variant of Renslayer? Is it a Loki variant? Is it Kang? We're gonna have to wait and see. I think just because of all the evidence and all the connection to Kang so far, Ravonna Renslayer, the Timekeepers, which in the comics the Timekeepers actually come to Kang and they kind of tell him like, hey, we're the final beings of time, like the very end of time, which they talk about in the show, like that void is like the end of time. Time has been written yet. The Timekeepers come in and they say we're the last three beings, and instead of destroying timelines and conquering them, Kang, how about you save some, and in return we'll make you immortal. And then he becomes the character Immortus. And I think there's big connections there, obviously, with the Timekeepers and everything like that. And then you have Eliath, which is a huge Kang connection now, and this limbo dimension that they're in.
All right, what are you guys all saying? I'm not getting in there.
In the comics, so
episode is over.
So
Yep, we're just doing the after party talk right now. I think President Loki was a waste.
I
I don't know. I think it was a funny scene to see all of the Lokis getting together in this carnival-like fashion and just fighting and turning sides on each other. It was super excited to have that happen, and I enjoyed that a lot. It was better. It wasn't the worst episode. Wasn't the best episode.
Robert Soriano,
so I'll probably put it somewhere like an 8.5. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Obviously, very excited to see what happens in the next episode.
That's kind of what I'm thinking is going.
Kree Ship 3810. I saw it. I did see it actually.
Like it's gonna be like
I saw it and I thought to myself, is that it? So maybe it was, if that's what you think it was.
Let's see.
Yeah, the Dark Aster.
Jay London, the big yellow stone at the top of the castle at the end looks like the Mind Stone. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Do I still have that part saved? I do still have that part saved.
But overall, super interesting.
Yellowstone. Maybe. It looks really big. Is the only thing.
The episode was 48 minutes long, I believe, Akamal. Chris, check Twitter. I took a picture of Throg. I'll take a look at your picture of Throg. I saw him in the show.
Chris has audio. He just mutes himself sometimes to
You're just answering a ton of super chats, so I was just letting you roll on. Whenever you're done, let me know.
We roll. No AG official hope. It's Loki. If it's Kang, we'll combine. Chris.
Yes.
You're sticking to Loki.
I'm sticking with Loki. I've said it since episode 2 or 3. I figure like if I jump ships now and it is, I'll be disappointed with myself.
So here's my add-on to that is if we think about how the other shows have gone, they've kept it really focused on.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my big points. Yeah.
Slash what it's really. Loki is about Loki.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in a show about variants, so.
My whole argument for Loki, and I'm sure you know it, it's the exact same thing you just said. It's a show about Loki, and that's been the Disney Plus kind of mantra up to this point. Then you have, the Lokis all hate each other, and the big change in the plot, and the Nexus event is by a Loki liking itself. So obviously the reason all these Lokis are causing problems in the timeline is because of Loki's in charge, and that's all of this reason why Mobius has to be the head detective studying Lokis and making sure there is no problem with them. I think it just a lot of stuff lines up. Again, 100% believe everything you say about Kang as well. Like, I don't necessarily think it isn't Kang. I'm sticking with Loki for my pick.
Regardless, Kang's coming. He's coming in Ant-Man and the Lost Quantum Mania.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's coming.
Right. The question is he behind this?
Well, the one thought I had in this episode was it's possible that Kang, he's a pretty intense being. But if, like Loki says, the TVA is the most formidable force in the universe, maybe Kang's laying low because he's aware of the TVA, he's aware of all of that. And when Loki and Sylvie actually end up taking down the TVA, then Kang can reign free. And that'll be the post-credit scene. Him watching from afar the TVA being taken apart, and then something demonstrating it's go time for him.
Maybe. Priyanshu, gosh, thanks for the super chat. The TVA actually. Well, here's the thing. It would be a little bit of a twist to make Kang behind the TVA because in the comics he goes up against the TVA, but he always beats the TVA.
Right. The TVA in the comics are actually very clumsy.
When it comes to Kang, yes. Bradley Boagenstein, thanks for the super
No,
chat.
AG, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, man.
Looks similar to the prune ones. Oh yeah, it kind of does. Interesting.
No way, AG dropped in from your chat. Showed me some love too.
Hey, what up? Yeah, that's an interesting one. It did kind of look like because it's in a tower and it has that light on it. So yeah. There's a lot to think about in this episode.
Well, it's because we didn't get a lot of answers, right? So we kind of have to make them up.
That's what we do. That's what we do, and sometimes we're wrong, and sometimes we're right.
Thank you, Gambit. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, Green Guruji, thanks for that super chat. Modern Ignorance, we've yet to see a scene from one of the most recent trailers.
48 episodes, 48 minutes. Come on.
Outfit. Yeah. And we've actually seen, we've seen.
Thank you, Madison. Appreciate you always stopping by. Huge help. Just being a part of the community and chatting all the time. Thank you for keeping the energy high. Have a good night. Yeah.
Finish my thought on that. Yeah, we've seen a scene where Loki kind of goes through the hallway in his Asgardian outfit. Actually, I have it on my phone right here. Let me take a look. He starts off in his TVA outfit because he's wearing a TVA outfit. Here he's walking through like these grand halls. It's clearly the castle, and the castle on the inside clearly is. But in it, it looks like time is kind of shattered, or like the reality is like kind of shattering. So here's my question: like, Loki realizes that he's more powerful than he imagines. The ultimate question is, at any point in time, is he strong enough or powerful enough to create the TVA?
That's the big question.
What? Oh man, I just thought of a callback to the first episode when Loki's like, I know what this is. It's an illusion. What if it is an illusion by Loki? What if the whole TVA really was an illusion, an elaborate illusion from Loki himself? Oh, no.
It's difficult to put it into, because all of these facts, like you're saying, do actually add up. Like, any one of these threads makes sense. Yeah, so any one of these actually do make, clear and obvious. I'm not making assumptions. I'm not guessing. Factual evidence sense. So at the end of the day, whatever ends up happening is going to be exciting. I personally do believe that Loki as a character has the potential and the power to run the TVA. I think, like you said, Kang could have taken down the TVA a long time ago and killed the time keepers, the time watchers, and made himself in charge of it. Either one of those options are 100% possible. Sorry.
Man, I'm not sure Loki is. Hey, I agree, and Guruji, thanks again for another super chat. I don't know if Loki is that strong.
Because like we were talking about, what, two episodes or last episode ago, there's a handful of people who are strong enough to do this in the MCU. A handful.
Right, and because you have to think about what actually is happening. Or what's happening. Sorry, happening. I know how to speak. I promise. I do it for a living. You have to think about what's actually happening. I don't think the TVA could be an illusion, although maybe they could have just simply put that in the very first episode. But think about what the TVA actually does. They actually control time. Can Loki control time? Can Loki come up with magic that controls time?
That was the
Well,
thought
I
I
mean,
was. I mean,
I guess in episode 3, when they're trying to get on the ship, the thing falls. He
yeah,
stops the thing and reverses time.
and he didn't have the time stone.
Right.
I mean, this whole thing, again, just like with WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is Loki realizing his power and his ability. Character who's been sidelined essentially in the MCU because he's never had his own time to shine. He was a villain, he was a good guy. Just like with, again, Wanda and Falcon. So he is realizing and learning all of these new powers. There's no question that both of the other characters ended their series more powerful than they started it.
Sure.
Especially like Scarlet Witch and Wanda, like that's a whole different thing. I can't wait to see roll out.
Is it that far? Like, could Loki ever be that powerful to create such an organization that controls time, that controls Nexus events and deletes timelines and puts everything into
and creates time jumping,
right?
Time
and
pads.
I don't see that. I see Kang, the master of time, being able to do that. But then again, Kang has no superpowers. The only thing about him is he's a genius, and he's from
super
the future
genius.
and learns how to control time. Right?
I mean, the Avengers figured out time travel too. You know.
That's true. Game Boy 98. Love the name. Calling it Kang, Comic Thanos, or Loki. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of those.
It's got to be one of those two.
Because the Thanos copter was pretty sweet. Jonathan Granados again is the original Loki, and he works for Kang. So that's my big idea. Kang gives him his kingdom in return for his keeping his variants out of the way. Kang is the timekeeper. So that was like my original theory, is that it's just one timekeeper, and it's Kang. Kang created this illusion, if you will, of timekeepers and all that stuff. And so here, okay, another thing. And actually, real quick, Pirate Man, thanks for that super chat. The opening at the end had to be in the quantum realm. Look at the background. Yeah, I know, but it also could be in space. I'm like split on that right now. But
it kind of looks like Dormammu more than like the space time kind of area.
It looks like it's kind of in space.
Yeah.
But Agri and Guruji again, come to super chat. Thank you. Here's like my Loki. So the TVA, the timekeepers were physical androids.
Have a good night, Noah. Thank you so much for joining and popping over here. Hope you enjoyed it as much as well, and we'll see you later on, and maybe in some other videos. Jake dropping them emotes.
Again, he has no powers. Would make androids. Loki would make illusions. And the timekeepers quotes are androids. So to me, that's another push towards Kang. Alliath that we saw today is another push towards Kang. The Limbo universe is another push towards Kang. There's so many pushes towards Kang that even if it is Loki, Kang's still behind that Loki. Right? Kang's still in charge. And he either Loki works for him, or he's letting Loki do it because the other Lokis are a pain in his butt, or something, right? That's kind of what I think. Mr. Chicken Lad, thanks for that super chat. That's kind of what I think. I think that definitely has to be Kang behind it all. Whether they reveal that it's Kang in the castle, or if they reveal that it's Loki, I still think it's Kang. The ship taking off by the castle has the shape of Damocles, Kang's warship. Well, the Sphinx is what Kang originally used to time travel in. Hold on real fast. Greg just texted me.
Chris Hemsworth is not in the next episode.
What's that?
Nothing. I was answering my chat.
Smith the Sun, I believe Loki will use Timpad and travel to the beginning of the Infinity War to create a fake Loki projecting for Thanos to kill while saving the original Loki, and I hope that is true. Thanks for that super chat.
One other one, and you mentioned this a little bit when classic Loki was talking about how he managed to stay alive, is what happens if our Loki did the same thing and existed through time and figured out a way to take over and become the Loki. So the Loki in charge of everything is Loki from the original Avengers.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be a really cool twist. It'd be cool to see that. I don't know if it's actually true or not. That's literally just like that's kind of grabbing at straws, but that'd be cool. Because obviously Loki thought to do it, so maybe our Loki would have thought to do it.
That's true. Like, why would it be different? So, hold on, one super chat, and Greg and John are going to jump in. Keegan Lowe, the inside of the castle is not as guardian looking as we've seen in the trailer. Is it possible that King Loki is Loki at the end of the series? Yeah, I really do think so. Akash Pawa, couldn't it be Kang employing a variant of the TBA? Absolutely. Thank you for that super chat. Okay, let's get these dudes in here. You know what, Chris? You tweeted about it, and it's happening now.
There it is.
So I'm gonna go into I'm gonna create a new chat and be doing it.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna get the Real Rejects boys up in here. Another awesome group of YouTube content creators. No, it's not really that bad. It's pretty good. 1, 2.
How do I don't even know how to. I just want to get rid of me.
You really can't, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's gonna be. What are my view options here? Grid, side. How do I show? I want to show it like where it just shows the person that's talking. I wonder if it'll do that. We'll see.
Oh, they dipped.
How dare you? Oh. They're plugging live stream stuff in.
Ah, so, yes, live stream things.
It's Yellow Jacket. Can you imagine he freaking like from the first film, just like gets shot with quantum realm and like he does all of this? That'd be crazy. Thanks.
What if Juan's ruling everything and Sylvie and Loki from the future, and this is how they get there, and the story is a loop, like the Netflix series? I mean, that's possible. When you start messing with time, things get confusing.
It's a mess back.
Things get confusing. Like they're all talking about all their different time variants, the Lokis, and how this all happened. You would assume that that means that that exists for everybody. That Iron Man has all of these different variants that have been pruned, and name a character, right? That would be the assumption.
Yeah.
But the confusion behind it is, you know, they're only going to use and show us what's important and what matters. Oh, I lost Warren there too. And that's just going to be the story of it. So. Hello.
We did it. We got all the people.
We've got all the people.
Greg?
I cannot hear them, I don't believe.
Eek.
You cannot be heard.
I don't hear them. But they could be joking.
They're definitely swearing at us right now.
They're joking. Speak for real, you cowards! Okay, we can't hear them. Hold on real fast. Smitty02 in the scene we see with King Loki. The other guy on the right applauding him was the guy that made a cameo in the first Thor. It's a flashback. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Thanks for that super chat. Let's figure out why we can't hear the Real Rejects.
We secretly muted them.
I don't have them.
No, I don't have them muted.
Oh, I hear them.
I hear them. I gotta turn them up, but I can hear them.
I figured it out. It wasn't John for the.
Hey, you did it. You're so good. You're the new IT department.
How do I turn them
guys,
up?
you gotta
Left click on their faces.
Figure it out. What's that, guys?
Do you guys have any Spider-Man No Way Home updates now?
Of course. The trailer came out yesterday.
I don't know if you
You
guys
saw
got that.
Toby and Andrew inside of the Elias mod thing, right? When she
Oh,
linked to
absolutely.
the
Pretty sure
first
it's
time?
Toby and Andrew.
Yeah, they were both like web slinging just inside that big cloud.
We gotta shoot our review in a little bit. You gotta tell us what we need to talk about. We need to know everything that we need to touch on.
It's got the pad of paper ready to go.
Like, what have we got? Hey, Chris, we've never actually officially met before.
No, we haven't. Hello, Chris.
You guys not met?
I think I met him the first time you ever did a show briefly when I was fixing your mic or something like that.
Chris, Greg, and John. Greg, and John, Chris.
We never met on.
We've never professionally met. So hello, I'm Chris from Culture Chris.
Yeah.
I'm also the editor for the Cosmic Wonder, and all around decent dude.
Oh, my.
Is this how you introduce yourself at like family parties?
No, I don't go to those. They don't invite me.
I'm the editor for sorry, Cosmic Wonder. I'm also Culture Chris.
One's a little bit more exciting than the other. I'll let you determine which one that is.
So okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be great, right? So I have Greg and John, and I have frickin' I have Greg and John, and I have Chris here. We're gonna talk about.
Great, you're right.
We're gonna talk about. Is it
roll call complete?
Yeah, right. Is it Kang or Loki? Who's behind it all? Initial thoughts, go.
Loki.
I know what you think.
Well, they don't.
No, they do. We were talking about it before.
I think it's Loki because didn't Sylvie say that they're hiding? Whoever's behind it is hiding behind essentially Elias's guard dog, right? And then the fact that there's like, you throw a rock and you can hit a Loki anywhere on this planet, like this one specific planet is like a bunch of Lokis. It just strikes me like it would be a Loki.
John, you shut up.
I feel like I'm in a corner now because I have to go well, no, man, Kang though. Although it doesn't really look like not the village, the city we saw inside of the quantum realm. Not that Marvel's never redesigned anything, and not that has to be
right.
But
Yeah.
But it doesn't exactly look like that. So
It didn't. It threw me off.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like they are aiming for some type of surprise, and I don't believe a lot of things from Renslayer, but I think it would be interesting if she actually doesn't know as well. So I would be down with a Loki reveal or something like that. Yeah. Or even if they decide to go with like the one who remains or something, but I don't know. I just don't want to say Kang right now because it's the obvious answer.
It's the actual timekeeper.
It's the three of them.
Right.
And they look exactly the same as the other.
Well, okay. So here's what we'll do then. Chris is gonna list his points for Loki, and I'll list my points for Kang, and we can see if we've wooed you in any particular direction. So Chris, I'm gonna let you start.
I was looking for my reasons, but I don't see them. No, I have a ton of them. Put me on the spot. Now I'm scared. I've got to impress these guys. Well, basically, my first big thought is if we look at the push of all of the Disney Plus series, it's always eternal. WandaVision ended WandaVision. No big reveal. Falcon and the Winter Soldier ended. Falcon becoming Captain America. There was no mutants in Madripoor. It all wrapped back in. That's where the Disney Plus shows have been going. Well, you never know. Mephisto's still there somewhere. We just haven't found him yet. He's hiding with James Gunn's last Easter egg. On top of that,
Maybe Mephisto is James Gunn's last Easter egg. Anyway, sorry. We do. He's
I'm about to run over there.
I'll come back.
Feels so much like a show.
Son of a bitch, you better recruit.
But then on top of that, it's the Lokis hate each other. Lokis are narcissists. Lokis never get along, which was a huge theme in this episode about Loki talking to Sylvie and, the whole cuddling in the blanket. And we're still not sure if we want that to happen or not, although I'm for it. If two Lokis even like each other, it causes a Nexus event that will destroy the TVA, right? So this Loki, who is the superior Loki, another quote we've heard the entire time, has sought out to destroy any traces of Lokis in order to remain the superior Loki, to be the best of the Lokis. And I don't know, I just think it's possible Kang, although very powerful, one of the most powerful characters in the comics, is aware of the TVA, can't do anything until the TVA crumbles. And I was just saying to Warren before you guys entered, maybe the post-credit scene at the very end, after all the credits are done, after that even, is Kang watching the TVA crumble, smiling and doing something to demonstrate that he's coming to power. But those are kind of my top bullet points. There's a bunch, but go ahead, Warren.
And solid points.
Well articulated.
Thank you.
You swayed me.
I've got him. They already said Loki, but I swayed them. They already.
Oh, get out of here. Here's my deal. There's so many connections to Kang in this series that it would be so weird if he wasn't behind it all. I'm not saying that Loki actually couldn't be behind it all, because maybe Kang employed a Loki and he's like, I will make you King Loki. I will give you power over everything. right? And as you can see, there's a billion variants of you, right? If you just keep them in line. Maybe that's the whole point. Because, they talked about there's more Loki variants than almost any other variant out there. So, but here's basically what I have to say. Sorry, I'm screenshotting super chats so I don't miss them, so I can address them after. So, if you just think about everything,
Articles online.
It's looking up Eric Voss's videos.
what does Wikipedia say? Okay, so, but I'm just gonna list off all the things that is like connection to Kang. Okay, the TVA is associated with Kang. Time travel is associated with Kang. Greg, I told you this before. I don't know if you told John.
No.
The time.
I'm listening. I gotta export this video. Give me 1 second.
You're fine. You're fine.
So
you know what? Let me address some super chats. Let me address some super chats real fast. I'll give you a second. So first super chat. PVT backflip. Thank you. Loki shows up removing them from this world comic. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Kazi Wuzzy, what if the TVA and all the pruning and stuff was made by Loki to find a Loki powerful enough to take over and prevent Kang to control time? Ooh, this is like a combination of one.
So
Loki, it's kind of like Loki would know Kang is coming, and he's trying to take over everything to prevent Kang from coming. So like there is a Loki that's like the one above all Loki, but he's trying to prevent Kang from coming, which is why he's taken over. That's an interesting thought. Thanks for that super chat. Vasil Wilcox, I think it's Mephisto JK. I think it's King Loki. I'm gonna pull back the Mephistos or I'm gonna go back to Mephisto and say it's Mephisto.
Imagine this whole time it actually is Mephisto.
That'd be insane. Wouldn't that be funny? C Jenkins, thanks for the super chats. Hi.
Can I wanted to pose a question to you.
Ooh.
It's not a big question. I shouldn't have set it up that way.
Pose it.
It's Ralph
Will you be
Garner.
my best man?
John's right there.
You know how you're saying how so much of your theory of how it just seems like it should be Kang the Conqueror. It all links to that. I'm likely to agree with that because of comics lore and all that. But I think that's the reason why you are really dead set on that, and why I think a lot of us are dead set on it. Same reason why a lot of us were believing it could be Mephisto.
Mephisto, right?
The comics and all that. I think for this specific story they're telling, though, it would feel a little left field if we get to the final episode and then they got to introduce Kang the Conqueror all of a sudden. Story-wise, I think it would make more sense structurally to have it be Loki, another Loki, because there's been the only hints about Kang the Conqueror are things you've picked up on and others because of comics. In terms of the show itself, nothing about Kang the Conqueror, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It would feel feel a little left.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
To Mephisto. In the MCU, hell is not like actual hell, it's just another dimensional place. And think of it, hell has a great big beastly dog thing guarding the door. I'm going with this.
We've got one in for Mephisto.
Folks. You heard it here first. And there it is.
Or Loki Shark.
Loki.
Shark Loki.
So I agree with you, Greg. I agree with you, and I'm just taking pictures of these super chats. I agree with you. But here's my rebuttal to that. With WandaVision, it really was like with WandaVision, it really was like we were grasping at straws. Like we're like devil's in the details, Mephisto. You know what I mean? Like it made sense because we made it make sense, right? If that makes sense, we were looking for it. And granted, I am looking for Kang, but I'm looking for Kang because in the comics, a huge association to the TVA, a big association to the Timekeepers and Immortus, right? So the story I told you in the comics, what Mobius talked about, what Renslayer talked about is that there's an end of time that hasn't been written yet, right? that void is like the end of time. In the comics, and again, yes, it's comics, but the three timekeepers, again, Kang timekeepers, TVA timekeepers, they are the last living beings of the universe in general. They go to Kang and they say, "Hey, just so you know,
Hey,
in the
cut the
future
cheat.
down the line,
Tech,
there's
thank
only
you for
three of
joining
us
me. I
left. So instead
appreciate
of
it. Gauss,
conquering
Spider,
worlds,
and
how about you
Jake, you
start
guys
saving
are
them?
the
In return, we'll make you immortal."
champions.
He says yes, and it becomes the Mortis. Right? So again, timekeepers coming back, talking to Kang, Kang being in charge. Ravonna Renslayer is Kang's lover in the comics. She is kind of against him at first, but then falls in love with him, which could kind of be what we're seeing here. And then now Alligator is Kang. That's directly related to Kang in the comics. So is the world that they're in right now, Limbo. That's where Chronopolis is in the comics, Kang's base, right? So that's all like factual things that have been mentioned. Like we know it's Ravonna Renslayer. That's her name. The Timekeepers. They're the Timekeepers, right? The Limbo Dimension. That's what they talked about. Alligator. They said that by name. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm looking for the devil in the details. These are actual things that have been said.
All right, now let me rebuttal. Because WandaVision is not just little details. There was Agatha Harkness in there.
That's
her
true.
children,
That's true.
which are all very Mephisto heavy.
The Darkhold.
Yeah,
I do agree that they actually
very
led
inspiring.
Mephisto.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
that.
I mean, if it's King the Conqueror, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, what the hell was I thinking? Like, I think it wouldn't be a surprise. I'd be down for it. I would be down for it. We're just playing a game of theoretical because that's what we don't talk about the actual. What's next in Marvel?
Right.
Yeah, that episode's over. Let's talk about something else.
Let's talk about the future episode. Yeah, I think it would be. I don't know. I feel like I was on the Kang train mainly up until like a little bit before this episode started. where I was pretty much at when we hopped in on your on the pre. I was a little bit there. You make solid points though. Like there are so many things to set it up, and King the Conqueror is coming into Ant-Man Quantumania.
Ant-Man Quantumania.
So we know King is coming. And then we had even Feige himself at the Disney event was like King the Conqueror. That's who he's playing. So like get to know who this guy is because he's coming. There are things that I could say to help support reasoning for why it could be King the Conqueror too. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But it would
I will have to say, yeah, I would have to say that I'm actually leaning more towards what you like, kind of what you just said, actually, because like in terms of like before, I was definitely a huge Kang train, and now I'm like, well, I kind of feel like it actually is pushing a little bit more towards like a King Loki.
Yeah, 100%.
We've swayed him, boys. We've swayed him.
No, I didn't say I do think
Well,
it's that. I said it's pushed more towards it in this last episode, but
yeah,
I still think there's a crap ton.
Well,
of
from a personal perspective, that would be pretty interesting because think about it, like Loki, if his glorious purpose is to dictate all choices for everyone and rule, that's like the most extreme and superlative way to do it is to create some kind of time authority that locks people into a timeline. And like there's in that first episode, you show how his own ideology that his villainous ideology that he's pushing on people in the first Avengers movie is then like flipped back around on him, kind of be a parallel to what the TVA does in general, and that's what wakes our Loki up to it. So maybe the kind of grand twist could be that it is like one continuing that theme of like confronting a character literally by making it confront different versions of itself. Yeah.
I mean, think about it too, because like it's been this Loki who we've been following has had such a massive character arc in like
so big.
Yeah, in no time.
It's just in New York, and now he's like, I realized I was a shitty human being. I kind of love this Sylvie. I'm gonna be here now.
I'm gonna make my blanket bigger.
A lot about time.
Yeah, he completely has so shifted lately. And I honestly don't know how some people feel about that. In the sense of like in this episode they have just made him like a a hero. So I think it would be cool if the big baddie is still a Loki villain, if that.
And I think that could also work too, because then if they confront this situation and deal with it, that could just leave the universal door wide open for Kang to spin and take control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just chokes that Loki.
Yeah,
Breaks that Loki.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and going back to something you said, Greg, before, I do feel like it would be a lot if we to throw Kang there at the end. It would be, right? Because it's the final episode. You're just gonna throw this character that nobody has any idea who they are, right? I mean, but at the same time, they're searching for the timekeeper, right? They're searching for who's behind it. So at the same time, it wouldn't be huge if they were like, "Oh, this is Kang the Conqueror. Guess what? I discovered time travel way into the future, and I discovered how to control it." That's all you really have to say. I'm Kang, the master of time. I created this, blah, 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 blah. There's not much really you need to dive deep into it, right? But at the same time, it's still a lot to throw in there.
What if the show just completely doesn't even give us the...
That's always possible.
I could see that happening.
Don't do that.
And then the post-credit scene, you see King the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Post-credits King.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that. This is completely outside the text of the show, but like when I watch Loki episodes, like I don't know, I feel like there is a certain element of like the breadth of references and canon characters to keep up with. I know firsthand can be a little overwhelming for people who don't keep up with this and theorize it the way that we do. So I could see them not wanting to overwhelm people with a random, like what would seem like a random, because you're not gonna be attached to Kang if you're just, hey, a random big bad guy who will eventually learn about.
It's like in terms of like storytelling, the reveal would be, I feel like it's just pure storytelling format. I think the reveal would be a little bit weak if it's like we've been looking for the reveal all these episodes and it's someone we've never seen before.
Some new guy.
And, usually in a situation like this, it would be something that even if you haven't read the comics, the audience member could be like, "Oh, I should have seen the clues coming." You know what I mean? Like, how can an audience member see the clues coming and it's Kang if they haven't read the? You gotta just like
because they're subscribed to you guys and Warren, and they know because they watch the videos.
Every viewer of Loki watches every single viewer.
Then what are the views?
That's what Kevin Feige. That's what Kevin Feige was hoping when he was in the drawing room. He's like, well, we got Warren, we got Greg and John. You know, they'll explain it. It's okay.
And real quick to everybody in the chat, I will address the super chats, so don't think I'm just ignoring them. I will address them in a bit.
The one thing I think is for certain moving into the final episode is the TVA is dismantled. Right? Regardless of whoever's in charge of it, whether they die and they're destroyed or it's their reveal or, Loki kills them and takes over, however that ends, the TVA is going to be dismantled, and that's going to start the cracks for Spider-Man. And then eventually the madness for Multiverse of Madness. And that alone, I am very, very, very excited for. Yeah. Very, very. Like the future upcoming year of Marvel is going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, this does set the premise for Spider-Man No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness. And I'm going to say Kang, even if he's not.
It has to do something with Kang, right? Yeah, it has to have something to do with him.
Yeah.
Regardless, the way how it has something to do with Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man, this clearly has something to do at least with the next Ant-Man movie.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, there's yeah. And
it's all about time.
Yeah. And that's what they said going into this. Kevin Feige said this is the most important show to the future of the MCU that we're going to have seen. It's going to set up Phase 4 in ways that nothing else really has. So all of that's there as well, and we have a lot to be excited for.
Yeah.
I think he also said that you don't even need to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. You don't even watch one.
You're probably okay without those, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't watch him. You know, don't even watch him. Who cares? Just watch Loki.
And only watch What If.
our whole MCU future is riding off of What If. Oh man.
All right, we should get going to filming our review, and I gotta
Yep.
put thumbs and work on the edits and all that.
Yep, same here.
But what do we have to talk about? What must we
stuff?
What must we talk about?
What are the bullet points?
What are the main bullet
Throg.
points to talk about?
Throg.
Other Lokis. Other
If you don't start your video talking about Throg, you
Throg,
failed.
Yes, right.
Frog and the Thanos copter.
Yeah.
Damocopter.
If you don't start with that,
That's definitely a Thanos variant.
you guys failed. He is the copter.
Yeah, he's
And
the
if you-
copter.
And the dashboard has slots for all the Infinity Stones.
And I don't know how many people did catch it, but there in the back during the scene when all the Lokis were fighting, there was a TV. And on the TV actually was the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Good night, everybody.
That was Chris. All right, guys, we got work to do.
It was a pleasure actually getting to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, it was mutual.
It was an
I
experience.
don't have a joke. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, look at that
It's
chair.
John. That's the chair.
Look at that chair. The long hair
John's half the chair.
Spider-Man
Beard,
chair,
long
boys.
hair, and a seat. That's
I'm
our
a variant.
nickname,
I'm a variant of
Spider-Man
John.
chair boys.
Chris and John are very
Oh,
much up.
that's good. I like it.
All right, guys, go work. Go work. We'll do the same. Have a good night, guys.
See you guys.
All right, guys, that was a stream and a half. I got to hang out with the Real Rejects, which was an awesome opportunity. Those of you who are still here, I do appreciate it. Super awesome to, I don't know, just to have that opportunity to chat with you guys, those who are still here. Mr. Rogers, thanks for joining. Skywalker, thanks for joining. Medego, Jake, Galaxy Spider, you are all the best. And the reality of it is, I love being able to do this. So, I'm gonna hop off and get to work. I have to edit Warren's video and come up with my own video. I'll drop a link to a couple of my social medias if you guys would like to join them. Twitter is one I'm trying to do a lot of work on right now to get up-to-date and free time updates. I also have a Discord, which I would love for you guys to join because we're doing a lot of conversations there. A lot of you guys are in there. I know most of you guys already follow this stuff. Can I tell you one thing? Of course, let me know, Rathor. What you got? And then this is my personal Instagram if anybody is interested in following me on that. What you got? What's your thing? There was a helicarrier. Absolutely. I think it was at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. But, you guys are the best. I love being able to do this with you. I will see you on Saturday, I believe. I have to check. My family's actually flying in tomorrow. So I hope I'm still able to do culture catch up, or it might be late or early. Regardless, I'll let you all know in the Discord, so be sure to join there. And I will see you guys later, right